Gildan Media presents Your Coach in a Box, affordable, life-changing audio programs.
Anticipate. The Art of Leading by Looking Ahead. Written by Robert Jan de Jong. Read by Stephen Menasche. Preface. When I graduated from high school some 30 years ago, the school's principal, who had also been our draconian German class teacher, subtly criticized my attitude of continuous challenge during the diploma ceremony. After putting in a few nice words for my parents, he mentioned that he would remember me as a vigilant student who was always willing to point out a different perspective. I think he was trying to tell me that I had behaved like a wise-ass know-it-all more often than he had liked. I was raised in Europe, the Netherlands, and went through high school in the early 80s, amid vivid political debate about the pros and cons of capitalism versus those of socialism, the madness of the nuclear arms race both sides had entered, Ronald Reagan's Star Wars protection program, the birth of Poland's Solidarity Union, and many other Cold War-related West versus East themes. The school's principal was known to uphold right-of-center opinions, and I would oppose him with leftish arguments. But when we moved to our next class and found ourselves discussing the same things with a left-wing-oriented teacher, I'd just as easily morph into the right-of-center rationale, just for argument's sake. This was probably more than just a teenager trying to make sense of the world around him. I was fascinated by the debate, and my curiosity about the other side of an argument, any argument, withheld me from committing to one worldview. The issues seemed too complex for that. The curiosity remained. Later in life, I transformed it into an interest into exploring and challenging what is seemingly taken for granted, keeping the annoyance factor in check. This book emerged from that same fascination with questioning what might seem simple and mundane, clear and understood, but on second thought isn't that easy at all. As we progress to discover the art of anticipating the future, we'll go in depth, exploring the seemingly straightforward concept called vision, a word often and readily used in the domain of business and political leadership. Some scholars call it the hallmark of leadership. Others list it among the 3 or 4.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?